is important to you. You could be a parent, a school head, a teacher. You want your children to succeed, not just today at school, but tomorrow at work, in life. You want to be a different parent, a different school, a different teacher by getting your children really future ready.
Hi there, my name is Leo Fernandez. I'm the CEO and co-founder of TalentEase. Together with my friend and co-founder Pradeep Anthony, we started TalentEase because we believe the future is being created in today's classrooms and homes. We believe that today's children are going to need a very specific set of skills and values to be successful tomorrow, to lead meaningful lives, and to make a difference in their communities tomorrow. We also believe that these skills and values can't be imparted through a repair job when they enter the workplace. It has to begin through a prepare job while they are in school today. And that is the reason TalentEase exists, so that we can work with today's children and young adults to create tomorrow's leaders today.
What does that future demand of our children? How can we best prepare them for it? Let's look at what some of today's employers ask. Mohit Chandra, partner KPMG, in an open letter to India's graduates and postgraduates, there are 5 key attributes employers typically seek and in fact will value more and more in the future. 1. You speak and write English fluently. 2. You are good at problem solving, thinking outside the box, seeking new ways of doing things. 3. You ask questions, engage deeply and question hierarchy. 4. You take responsibility for your career and for your learning and invest in new skills. 5. You are professional and ethical.
The primary role of schools is to give the younger generation those tools which they can't otherwise learn, that they must be taught.
There is active thought in schools about what the future would bring and how schools can help students meet the future head-on. And at this time, I must compliment TalentEase, because this is the kind of active participation and dialogue that we must have every day, not just at one seminar on a lovely morning for a short period of time. This is fantastic that you're actually starting and precipitating this active thought about what the future would bring.
நம்முடைய education என்பது it makes our students literate but not creative. You have to be creative, you have to be communicative. 2 C's. ஒரு எக்ஸல் தெரியலனா கத்துக்கலாம், ஒரு பவர் பாயிண்ட் பிரசன்டேஷன் பண்ண தெரியலனா கத்துக்கலாம், பேச தெரியலனா ஆபீஸ்க்கு வந்த பிறகு கத்துக்க முடியாதுங்க. You have to learn it when you are in school.
Most often, our education systems do build a strong academic foundation, but that is rarely sufficient. We all know that once we enter work and life, we need skills and values that go far beyond academics. For example, once we leave the education system, it's highly unlikely that we will be called upon to apply our knowledge of the benzene ring, but we will have to learn how to communicate. We will need the skill of being able to get along with other people. We will need to know how to handle conflict, how to manage my time, how to collaborate, how to be honest, respectful. And it is in these skills and values that TalentEase plays a role, partnering with schools, educators and parents to give today's children the competence, the character and the conviction that they will need to be leaders.
In short, for today's child who wants to be tomorrow's leader, the knowledge that academics provides is important, but not enough. He and she must have the skills and values that the real world needs and prizes.
So what do we work with children and young adults on? What are the skills and values that we spend time on? This is really a reflection of today's changing world. The United States Marine College coined the term VUCA to describe a world that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And therefore, we focus on the skills that this VUCA world will need.
Why would you want to partner with TalentEase? Our inputs have been designed by people from the world at work. They are practical and powerful.
Things are changing so fast that children will need not just learning, but learnability. Today's children will most likely work in a global workforce, so they need to learn how to embrace diversity, working with people very different from themselves. Children today will grow up in a world with so many choices, so they're going to have to learn the skill of better decision making. They're going to learn to have to be respectful of others, the environment, learn how to make the best of scarce resources. So all these skills and values are really what form, for want of a better word, our curriculum. In fact, there are 7 broad themes that our skills, fall within. The first is self-leadership. The second, choices and decision-making. The third, communication skills. The fourth, people skills. The fifth, achievement skills. The sixth, creativity and problem solving. And finally, what we call future-ready skills. So that's the whole 7 themes, and almost any skill of TalentEase falls within these one of the 7 theme areas. Besides this, one of the key foundations of our program is the VIP, or Values in Practice program. Unlike skills, these are enduring, never changing, and they found an important foundation for the character building that is so critical for our children today.
What do parents and participants say? It is by word of mouth that I put my son, Nikhil Karthik, in Don Bosco Head Start this summer. And what a summer it's been for him. The values imparted are priceless. Thank you once again, Dr. Nagalakshmi, parent of a Head Start young leader.
Hi everybody. How does a potter give shape to a ball of clay? With his skillful hands, he makes a beautiful pot. Similarly, the TalentEase team have come up with the Head Start program where with their sessions, they will mold our child's personality. My child definitely has done brilliantly in this program, and today he is a very, very confident person. He has leadership qualities, he takes on every challenge that comes to him with confidence, and he can face an audience as well.
I discussed with many students regarding their TalentEase classes. I'm very much pleased with the students to get superb answers. TalentEase, they gave the good values by giving moral values, and they supported the students in many ways, not only in the character building, even in the education also. Working here for the past 8 years, I have experienced the differences between last 6 years and this last 2 years with the students, especially in their self-confidence. Their self-confidence level is very high now.
I have been attending TalentEase session for past 2 years, and every week TalentEase come up with an interesting value and skill. Part of giving is by sharing and loving. It's not just about giving money. It's about loving and sharing your love. So TalentEase taught me that it's not the penny which matters, it's a smile that matters.
எனக்கு TalentEaseனா ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். அதுல நிறைய skills and values and activitiesலாம் நிறைய சொல்லி தராங்க. My favorite value is gratitude. Before the TalentEase class, I don't have the habit of saying thank you. And after the TalentEase class, I like to thank everyone who helped me.
Nothing is more powerful than our TalentEase class.
So how do we go about running these sessions with children and young adults? How do we go about ensuring that they learn the leadership skills and values best? Well, the first thing is that we believe children must enjoy the learning. So if it's not fun and if they don't enjoy it, then we believe they're not going to learn it as well as they should. So we've designed our programs to be fun to learn. So they are filled with games, activities, movie clips, reflections, challenges, so that children engage with the sessions and truly absorb the skills and values that we'd like them to learn. Second, we believe that leadership learning is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not like a magic pill that you can pop and suddenly become a leader. It's more like a discipline, like kung fu or meditation or yoga. And therefore, our sessions are designed to be continuous rather than short burst. Children enter the session and rung by rung climb the leadership ladder. And finally, our facilitators make a key difference. They are specifically selected because they have a passion and commitment for working with children and have a competence for bringing alive the leadership learnings in the classroom. And therefore, we combine these to be able to make the experience different for the child, something that they will enjoy, participate in as a discipline, and engage with the facilitators to absorb the skills and values that are going to matter.
Our programs are packed with activities, inputs, games, and multimedia. Learning and discovering leadership can be fun. TalentEase was set up by senior management professionals who quit corporate careers to partner with schools and parents to give their children a head start.
Young people who are happy, fulfilled, content, and following the right path in lives, these are people who won't demand more than their fair share of a country or the world's resources. These are people who won't engage in war and strife. These are people who will be more ready to contribute to their communities rather than take from their communities. It's where you have people who are not on the right path, who are not happy, who are not fulfilled, who lose their priorities and their sense of direction, and we cause ourselves a problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would just finalize by urging you to join with this great endeavor to put us forward on that path of making sure the next generation, and indeed the current generation, are on the right path.
So join us in changing a classroom, a school, a home, a community, a country, the world, one skill, one value at a time. Because creating a different tomorrow begins with creating the leaders for tomorrow. And that work starts today.
We believe that leadership is a combination of competence, character, and conviction. All our programs are built on this belief. All our facilitators reflect this belief. All our research is driven by this belief. So come, discover how TalentEase can help your child feel the leadership difference. Visit our website at www.talentease.com